Well, now it looks like I am live. I was 100% sure I had scheduled this, but it appears I hadn't. So this is going to come across as a spontaneous live stream. But here I am. It is a Thursday, which means it's another THWIP Thursday, and it's 4:30 Eastern Time. So that's where we are. So while we're still gathering, we'll just do the customary um, how are you doing questions. The what's on your hook, what's in your cup, what's for dinner, where are you, what is the meaning of life, all of those trivial questions. So I hope that we get more people joining us. This is the second THWIP Thursday that I'm doing live. I started doing them live because, well, I wanted to see whether I could, for one thing. It was a new challenge. And for another, I wanted to see whether it would affect the actual viewing hours, because when you do, oh, hi Nixie Pixie, thank you for speaking up. When you do YouTube, you have to be conscious of those things. And I had gotten an idea from reading some earlier accountability, or not accountability, well, just some statistics that I tend. Hello, Gail Stellar. I'm not sure that I've met you before. I'm sure I have. I have a mind like a sieve, but you're very welcome here. I'm glad to see you. So I was saying that I'm trying this out as a live stream just to see how it affects viewership and viewing hours. Because the whole thing about people who do live stream or do YouTube all the time, it's about viewing hours, because the more viewing hours, the more members we get, the more successful our channel is. And, success is measured in many ways, but I like knowing that people enjoy my live streams and people enjoy my recorded videos. I mean, that is one measure of success, and I'm pretty happy with that. And I would, of course, invite all of you to watch a lot of my recorded videos and my past live streams. I have quite a few playlists for different types of videos. I have, let's see, today is Thursday. So what we're doing today is a THWIP Thursday, because I never get around to doing a WIP Wednesday. We also have Friday tutorials. Shout out Saturdays, when I talk about other people's channels in a good way, and other online resources to find really fascinating places to visit. Hello, Gina Barnett. Well, actually, my day's not been too bad. I'm glad. I hope yours has been good too, Gina. So Sunday readings, those are all poetry, and I do love poetry, and I hope that some of my viewers love poetry as well. In March and part of April, we did the entire Ballad of Reading Jail by Oscar Wilde, which is a very, very large and epic poem. We did it in 5 installments. But we started in March because March is the month for St. Patrick's Day, and Oscar Wilde was Irish. So you see where I'm thinking there. In any case, it's the poem itself is universal in its appeal and in its reach. And then we, the following week, which was last week, we did a little sonnet of Shakespeare, which was quite lovely. And I hope that you will enjoy the next Sunday reading. I am in love with it myself. It's a contemporary poet whom I met on the website Poetry Soup. And it's about poetry itself. I hope you will find it as amusing as I did. And even if you didn't, please click the thumbs up. Where do we go? I would love to see more comments in the chat. Hi, Maria Maldivia. You don't know what pleasure it gives me to pronounce your name. I don't know why. I'm just sick that way. But because I have studied other languages, and I do not have a clumsy Southern U.S. type of tongue. Hi, Divergent Crafter. Anyway, so this being a THWIP Thursday. Oh, Gina, thank you. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. This being a THWIP Thursday, I will start with finished objects. There was one that is actually on the other side of the room, so I can't show it to you right now. It is a poncho. Everybody and his brother is doing ponchos nowadays. Sort of like pocket shawls were for a few months last year. I never did do a pocket shawl, and I probably won't ever do it. And that's okay. But I came up with my own poncho design using two different colorways of Lion Brand Scarfie. This is the cream taupe. I don't know if I have the band from the other one. Anyway, it's a basic rectangular shaped shawl, or rather poncho. So the construction is not difficult at all. I will write up a pattern and publish it soon. There are pictures already on Instagram, and actually right now I'm working on a beret to go with it, and I've just started it. So this is my disc right here. Some of you might remember, I don't recall whether it was a full tutorial or one of my Monday shorts where I talked about crocheting in the round and a few little secrets there. Anyway, this is sort of a self-striping yarn, and you can see this is what's left over from the second skein of what went into the shawl. You can see after a few more laps of this lighter colored yarn, we get some darker in there. And actually, I like this very much. I like this Lion Brand Scarfie. I had not used it before that I can recall. Just because I can't recall it doesn't mean it hasn't happened. Believe me. The other colorway that I used with it, what did I do? Oh, it's all the way over there, and I can't reach it from here. It was another one that was sort of a black and white kind of thing. Look at the photos on Instagram and you'll see. I'm going to make one beret out of this colorway and one beret out of the leftovers from the black, and I think that they'll be great. The beret idea came from my sister. I had thought of several other things to do, including scarves and other styles of hats, but she thought that a beret would be perfect for this. So that's what I'm doing right now. I also have been working on a, if you recall my Sharon shawl, which was pretty much a kimono style shawl. I'm going to put a stitch marker in where the crochet hook was. The only thing that is left to do with this is the last bit of edging. But look at these colors. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? So anyway, a little bit more edging. This was going to be a gift There probably still will be. I'm not sure. Is this the band? This is Lion Brand Mandala, which is one of my very favorite yarns. Well, I love anything, just about anything Lion Brand does, but this is the mandala in the colorway Far, Far Away, or País Lointain, or Muy, Muy Lejos. I'm not just a pretty face. Actually, I'm not a pretty face at all, but I can speak. I has words. Anyway, so that's what's going on there. And let's see what's going on with the channel. I keep working, I keep planning ahead. Nowadays I'm doing these 3 live streams a week. And my idea behind doing the live streams, oh hi Pat, glad to see you. The idea behind doing the live streams is that in looking at the statistics behind what gets watch hours and what doesn't, it seems like live streams get more watch hours. I don't know if that is true, but I'm doing this as a test. I'll probably do it. Let's say I'll do it for a month and then make a final decision. Honestly, hi Doneen, glad to see you. Honestly, it is easier on me because I never edit my live streams. If you saw what I did last Wednesday, when I did a Wednesday free-for-all, and the stand where my phone fell over, and the phone was what I was doing the live stream on, and my language became a little less civilized, you know that I don't edit my live streams. So that makes it a lot easier to me. And editing is not really a long suit of mine. I'm learning editing, but it takes time. Anyway, that is, let's see, that's works with us. Oh, I had an idea. I have done an awful lot of clergy stoles lately. But I have one where I did some pieces that are going to become clergy stoles, and I don't know how well the color translates here. This is a piece that is in Tunisian lattice stitch. This, I think the color is called burgundy or wine or something like that. One of those poetic dark red colors. And I think rather than doing a stole, I'm going to turn it into a scarf. And I think it'll be beautiful. It will be beautiful, damn it. I won't listen to anyone who suggests otherwise. Actually, the tragedy is I probably will, and it will cripple me for months. But that's the story of my life. What else do we have going on? I have other ideas. I've been, planning all of my recorded things because I do the Friday tutorials. I do the Monday shorts, which are more of a challenge than the tutorials because trying to get anything important down to 60 seconds is not all that easy. And I almost always err on the side of brevity, but not in this case. So it has been a challenge. Just today, I recorded the shout out Saturday for this week. I've got a few weeks of the Sunday readings recorded and in the can, but I need to get back onto that. Honestly, the Ballad of Reading Jail just wiped me out. Emotionally, it was so intense, and it was also not that easy to read. Hi, Alicia Simpson. You're working on 2 shawls, one from Bag O' Day and the other is from Fiber Spider, 2 wonderful sources. You completed the granny squares from me? Which ones? Divergent says, no, you will. Yes, yes, Divergent. I know what you're saying. Hi, Barbara. How is that little corner of Kentucky? Divergent says that, yeah. Now, I might have been exaggerating. I do that sometimes. It might surprise you to learn. I do exaggerate sometimes. I was exaggerating about the effect of what one comment might mean to me. But you never know. You never know. I had some unexpected exchanges on Facebook earlier today that I'm glad you are here to help me. Remember remember my priorities and what makes me happy. Divergent Crafter says she is one row away from finishing her shorts. Oh, I hope you'll post pictures somewhere. Let's see what else. Nightbot is doing his duty very, very well. By the way, we come on at 4:30, but at 5:30 we all go over to Dana, Creatively Created Crochet, because she has a live stream starting at 5:30, and so it would please me to no end if we're still here at that time, for you to go over there and just say that it's a bearded yarn raid or something like that. Oh, Alicia appreciated my tutorial on the different kinds of granny squares. 3 different varieties. There are so many more varieties, but those were almost the 3 most basic that I know. David, just wondering what makes you happy. Oh, dear Lord. That's a complex question. Puppies, crochet, I don't know how to answer that question. I really don't. If I had more people in my life, I would talk about people. But I don't, because of this, various moves I've had and just not being able to create an awful lot of community, and then the whole pandemic thing, or as I've heard people refer to it, the pan pizza. I do like pan pizza. That makes me happy. Oh, Tunisian, Barbara. Oh my goodness. I have tried Tunisian. It's only recently that I'm beginning to appreciate it, and I've been working on it for probably 2 or 3 years. So for me, it took a lot of time and a lot of patience and a lot of just putting it aside and coming back to it. So I hope you are doing a lot better with Tunisian than I did when I was first learning it. Because I get impatient, because I want to do everything perfectly right away. I'm sure I'm the only one in the world who feels that way. So when it was difficult, I would get frustrated, and then I would put it away, and then I would come back to it. Oh, hi, Nancy. I'm glad to see you. Hi, Coping. Glad to see you, too. So we've just been talking about our WIPs, and a few people have joined us in the past few minutes. I was talking about a shawl where I posted, not a shawl, a poncho, where I posted some pictures on Instagram earlier today, and I also talked about this kimono-style shawl, which is almost done. It only requires the last bit of edging, and then I'll make an I-cord to go with it too, because I'm just that kind of guy. And this is the very beginning of a beret that is going to accompany the poncho that I have. I point over there as if you can see that it's on the other side of the room. Oh, hi, Whisper. Glad to see you. Oh, yes, yeah. That's the thing, Barbara, with Tunisian, there's so many different stitches to learn. And one of my faults, and I have so few of them, is that I just try to jump in the deep end without having a really good grasp of surviving the shallow end. I try to run before I can walk. And if you've ever seen me run, you would know how laughable that is. The only time I ever run is to the dinner table. Coping says you're making a baby blanket, a Bulbasaur amigurumi, and finishing a scarf. Oh, I also mentioned a scarf idea I had based on a few tiles I had created that were originally going to go into a clergy stole. I was making a lot of clergy stoles for a while there, but I think now that I will turn it into a real scarf. And I'll have to work that out, and I'll probably have to make additional tiles because I have some tiles are Tunisian and some are traditional. And I think when I get them all stitched together, I think it'll work really great. And I'll have a pattern that I can sell. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Divergent says, yes, there is that confidence. So very few. Yes. I don't know what I said that made me seem confident, but it was wrong. Anyway. Actually, I think as soon as I finish, I'm going to do, I have a half a skein left over of two different colorways of the Lion Brand Scarfie that I used for the poncho I was talking about. The photos are on Instagram now. And I have never used this yarn before, Lion Brand Scarfie, but I really like the way it feels. I normally wouldn't seek out a 5-weight yarn, but this is actually quite nice. Hi, Jamie. I was just talking about the Lion Brand Scarfie that you sent me. There you go. So I'm making berets. I have a half a skein left of the two different colorways that I used for the poncho. So I'll make a beret with each one. And then I really need to start selling finished objects. I don't make things specifically to sell because I refuse to bargain over the value of my my work. Hi, Kim. Glad to see you. Let's see who else is here. Who else? Oh, hi. Another Kim. We have two Kims. We are far from Kimless. Glad to see you. Yes, 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 Whisper. I should put it on Etsy and see if anyone bites. I might put it on Facebook Marketplace, but I don't expect that to be very successful. I'll put it on Etsy. Because I have several things that really, really need to go. Let's see. Everybody's greeting each other, which I think is lovely. I think we have a lot of really wonderful people here. And I've mentioned before how much I do love the community that I have found since I've been in the YouTube crochet world. So there we go. Okay. I don't know that I've missed many chat comments. So since we're here, we're about at a half an hour, just a little bit under. Oh, yeah. Kim says she's tired. Take care of yourself. Get as much rest as you need. You do nobody else any good if you make yourself sick. Get as much rest as you need. Divergent Crafter is asking about a decorative block. I'm not sure what you mean by a decorative block. But anyway, so I started to just say, oh, Kim, you make me jealous every time you speak. More bargain yarns. Wow. Anyway, what was I saying? Granny Square. A decorative... I don't know what you mean by a decorative block for a granny square. Are you talking about different kinds of color control for different rows or rounds in the granny square? Or something else? A blocking board? I would highly recommend Brenda the Newbie Crocheter. She and her husband have a lot of really great things. Oh, Divergent, you're talking about other kinds of motifs. Oh my God, the possibilities are endless. If you just do a simple search, you will find so many different kinds of granny square designs, from, you know, even individual designers or crafters. Each one might have 5, 10, 20 different granny square ideas, and so many of them are really quite beautiful. Whisper suggests Pinterest. I might be old, but I don't really get the point of Pinterest. Or maybe I don't really get how to use it. That's the thing. So I'm not sure about that. I mean, I have seen a lot of really great pictures on Pinterest, but I really haven't known where to go from there. Forgive me, there's something in my teeth, and so I'm just being really rude right now. Oh, Kim, that sounds like a wonderful gift. Kim's Crochet Knits says she was just given a book called Women's Day Prize-Winning Granny Squares. Oh, my goodness. I wonder if it's still in print. That would be wonderful. Nixie Pixie says she gets lost in Pinterest. I get lost in Ravelry sometimes, or in even in some of the Yarny channels on Instagram. Actually, my next shout out Saturday is all about yarn-related Instagram channels, and I have found some really wonderful ones. And I hope that you will view it when it comes live on Saturday, and give it a thumbs up, and, you know, view it about 14 or 15 times so I can get the hours. You know how it goes. What else are we talking about? Yeah. When I do not have Crojo going, I can easily get inspired. Yes, Barbara Whisper. That is what we were talking about not too long ago about getting our Crojo back. One of my favorite ways of doing that is just looking at patterns and other people's projects and getting new ideas. And whether it's a pattern and I think, gosh, I'd like to do that, or looking at somebody's pictures and thinking, gosh, I'd like to do that, but do it better. That's actually, I don't know how it's come about, but in the past day or two, I've told this story many times. My very first pattern was a hat pattern where I had taken notes from a YouTube tutorial. And so I was making this hat, and I was making so many changes that by the end, it was more of my changes than it was of the original pattern. So I decided I had come up with a design of my own, and I published it as my accidental hat design. I believe that I gave credit to the designer of the hat that I had sort of changed 100% to create my own pattern, but I don't remember exactly. Let's see. Yes, exactly. Getting ideas. Oh, somebody mentioned mosaic. Do you know what? I started out doing some mosaic panels for a toddler cardigan, and I have decided to just leave it alone and start over with another idea. The mosaic part itself was okay. I didn't mind it. I sort of enjoyed doing it, but joining everything together, it was more trouble than it was worth. I'm going to come up with something else. And it was for the oh, what is he? He's probably 4 months old now, and I was trying to make a 12 to 18 month size cardigan, so I've got time. I'm actually looking at some purple yarn on the other side of the room and going, I could do something with that, couldn't I? So we'll figure something out. Anyway, so here we are. Let's see. What were we talking about? Let's see. Let's go back to all the standard opening questions. What's on your hook? What's in your cup? What's for dinner? Where are you? What is the meaning of life? Are puppies better than kittens? There is only one answer to that. There is only one correct answer to that question. You know, all the standard questions. Oh, yes, Nixie Pixie. How is Finn feeling? Because was it just this morning that he had the migraines? Oh gosh. I can't imagine having migraines. I mean, you know, we all have our own challenges, and I wouldn't. I think it might have been that great German writer and philosopher Goethe, who said that if we all threw all of our troubles into a pile and then got to take the same number back from the pile, we would all probably choose our own rather than somebody else's. And I think that's very wise. Oh my goodness, migraines since he was 6? Now, Whisper, is this the son who's on the autism spectrum, or the other one? I know you have 2, right? Okay, now I get it. Well, Whisper, one of these days I would love to visit Europe again. And in that case, I would love to meet you and your family. It's been many years since I've been there. I loved it every time. At one time, I wanted to move there. I still wouldn't mind it. But life intervenes. I think 2010 was the last time I was in Europe when the ex and I had a vacation in Germany. And that was absolutely fantastic. Um, we were staying in Munich, but we took a day trip to Salzburg. And I had spent years before that. I had spent a whole summer in Salzburg while I was in school. And so we took a day trip to Salzburg, and I was absolutely not prepared for the emotional impact of just being back in that city. I mean, it was just amazing. And we also have many, many other amazing experiences on that trip. We went to Augsburg, where his own mother had come to the U.S. as a little girl herself in the early 60s, I believe. And I think their family is from the area near Augsburg. And so I posted pictures on Facebook of the dome in Augsburg, the cathedral. And Mike's sister replied with the comment that their grandfather had worked on reconstructing the dome after the war. And, that kind of connection is priceless. Don't get me started. Okay. Let's see. It looks like we have 14 people here. I'm really glad to see it. Anyone who hasn't mentioned it so far want to share what you're working on? Right now, I am in my hands. I have a beret that is meant to go with a poncho that I finished and posted photos on Instagram just today. And this will be one of 2 berets. And I will take people's suggestions and offer it for sale on Etsy, because I need some money coming in. That I do. Maria says, oh, Maria, tell me about the throw blanket that you're working on. I haven't done a blanket in a while. I have what I refer to as the Big Green Monster, which is a blanket that I started using somebody else's pattern, and I just got bored with it. And the thing takes like 9 skeins of yarn, and I'm about 2 skeins in, and I'm bored already. So, not sure whether I want to just... It's been sitting there in a resting state for a while. I don't know what I'm going to do with it in the end. Jamie says, working on an angel wing blanket in memory of your best friend that passed last year. Oh, that sounds lovely. Whisper is asking if I've seen the Jamie Crow patterns for blankets. I'm not sure that I have. It's possible that I have, but I don't recognize the name. Send me a link by email, and I will check them out. Oh, wow, Maria. I hope you will post pictures. I would love to see it. She's using line brand mandala, I imagine, with cables and fans. She created her own pattern, and she's used 8 cakes already. And those Lion Brand mandalas, they've got like 590 yards in them. So that's a lot of yarn. Well, hey, Ola Joe. Oh, Ola Joe, why did I not know you're in Virginia? It only makes sense since you're in the Navy, where you can sail the 7 seas. Are you liking Hampton Roads? Divergent says she likes having small whips when she's working on large whips. I do too. I will very often, I will put something down and then just do something quick, like a hat or maybe a scarf or something, just to, I call it a palette cleanser. I think it's very useful. Maria Elena Valdivia loves making blankets and has done 2 for her 2 grandchildren so far this year. Wow. Oh, hi, Bag of Day. Hi, Crystal. I'm really glad to see you. Thank you for popping in. Let's see if my Kojo back by. Yes, yeah. Pat was saying it helps with her Kojo when she surrounds herself with podcasters who are up and enthusiastic. Well, I'm not that up. I'm rather laid back, but I do love my crochet, and I think that comes across. Anyway, yes, Crystal has been a lovely friend of this channel, and I'm very happy to welcome her today. And any day she wants to pop in. So, there we go. What was I saying? Somebody earlier was saying she was completing one of your designs. I don't remember which one it was. It might have been a shawl. Whisper is saying Janie Crow. Whisper, the reference escapes me right now. I've got, things going on. So I would love it if you would email me that reference. Oh, it's funny. Crystal, I promised to send you a UNC Wilmington cap for Mr. Bod to wear, and I haven't done it yet. Please forgive me. But I'll give you $1 if he wears it on one of your tandem videos, because I think you two are so much fun together. And it really does thrill me when he wears the UNC thing cap. Suzanne Wallen says, "Oh, Suzanne Wallen has just finished one of your designs, Crystal." Oh, and Pat Dancer says you are one of her go-to happy. Crystal, I know I don't have to do that, but I will. I might not give you the dollar, I promise, but I'll send you the hat. Oh yeah, Suzanne is talking about a tutorial that Crystal did some time ago. And the thing is, Crystal has had her channel for a good long time. And so she has a wealth of information and instruction there and wisdom. And it's amazing. You can find just about anything. And I'm always amazed when she does a live stream occasionally and people will say, do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have this? Do you have that? And it's like, do you know nothing about this channel? Do you know nothing about what is available to you? Why are you asking such questions? But that's one of those times when I need to just step back and take a deep breath. I have a lot of those times when I just need to step back and take a deep breath. Anyway, Crystal, I am making a beret right now that is going to go with, I don't know whether you saw the poncho that I posted on Instagram this morning, but I'm going to make 2 berets, one in each of the, because I use 2 different colorways of Lion Brand Scarfie, so, and I have about a half a skein left of each, so I'm going to make 2 different berets. And then I'll probably try to get a few bucks out of it on Etsy. I don't know. Sometimes my experience with trying to sell my stuff just makes me think it's not always worth it. But I don't know. Oh, Jamie, you just bought the Crystal's thumb drive? Oh. I have, well, previously I had bought some of her patterns separately, but when it was at a really good sale price last week or the week before, I bought the thumb drive. And then when I asked Crystal whether she would volunteer just a pattern or 2 to my Hat Not Hate giveaway, she made a very gracious offer. So I'm excited about my Hat Not Hate. I need to pick up some blue yarn right now and be doing that instead of this, I feel like, because I need to be doing a lot of hats. But you know, there's never enough time to do what you want to do. Is Crystal still with us? She might have popped out because, you know, when you all that glory and adulation, it gets tiresome. Or so I hear. I wouldn't know myself. But you know, when people are just going, "Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you," and I'm going, "Okay, how was your day, though?" You know. Oh, Whisper, what kind of shipping did you have to endure? I wonder whether there would have been a way to transfer all of those files electronically rather than having to ship the thumb drive physically. Well, I'm sure there would have been a way to do it, and I'll bet you that Mr. Bod could have worked it out, because I think he's the science geek in the family. Well, Pat, the first step is admitting you have a problem. But we don't have a problem, do we? It's just yarn. We can quit anytime we want. We just don't want to. Oh, look, Nightbot has just excuse me, people, has just posted a link to my Hat Not Hate contest. Excuse me just a moment. Sorry about that. Oh, hey, Granny D, glad to see you. Oh, how was it, Granny? You know, everybody has different stories. Everybody has different experience. There is with the vaccine, and there is no universal experience. I've only had the first one, and the only thing that I experienced was a little bit of soreness in the arm where it was injected, which is not surprising at all. Thank you, Nixie Pixie. Thank you, Suzanne. I really need to work on my Etsy shop. I see the Nightbot has informed you about my Etsy shop. I love Nightbot now that I have it working correctly. Oh, by the way, it's now 5:21. At 5:30, we're going over to Dana, Creatively Created Crochet. Oh, I need to have her in my Nightbot, and I don't. If someone would kindly drop Dana's link, that would be lovely. And then when we all go over there, we can shout very tastefully, of course, but shout, you know, Bearded Yarn Raid or something like that. Let's see. I think this beret is going to turn out quite nicely. It will be done very quickly, and I will post a picture tonight. I was showing for people who have come in. Oh, hi, Blind Stitches. Thank you, Granny D, for posting Dana's link. For the rest of you who missed it a little earlier, I am just finishing up some edging on this shawl. It's going to be chrono-shaped. They're like these two lobes of it, if you will, that you could tie together or do whatever you want. I'm also going to create some cords where you could tie it together. And what was I saying? Oh, and this is where I am. I was a few rows in, or a few rounds in when we first started today. But by the end of today, I expect to have the edging done on that and some photos. This beret done and another beret done to match the poncho that I have already posted on Instagram. Oh no, Pat! Too much fun! Careful with that fun, you know what I mean. Yes, yes, yes. I'm counting. 4, 5, 6. Oh, hey guys, I need some ideas. I have not yet planned my next Topic Tuesday, so hit me with topics. Oh, hey, is that Boucher Street? Okay, that's the right. Granny, you are so naughty. But we were all thinking the same thing. Hey, Boucher Street, those 4 semesters of French paid off, didn't they? Okay, let's see. 5:25. So I'm going to pretty quickly come to an end here so that we can all get our acts together and then hop over to see Dana. Don't forget to tell her that I sent you. And then we'll have a good time over there as well. And as always, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget the like and subscribe buttons. If you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so that you can get notified every time I post something. I post something every day, whether it's a live stream or a recorded video. And keep coming back. That's all I can say. Oh, Nixie Pixie, I like that topic. Oh, Boucher, there will be more, and you can watch the replay. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to end our live stream right now, and then please go over to see Dana. You probably have to scroll up to get to her link, but Creatively Creative Crochet. And keep coming back. Bye-bye.